Fantastic. You look great. So,
A drunken elf.
yeah, exactly. So who wants to start the list?
I don't care. I can go first, I guess.
All right, let's do it.
One of my all-time favorite
Yeah.
Christmas comedies, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Uh-huh.
A Christmas can't be complete without the Griswolds.
That's right, man. And to me, this is my favorite Griswold's movie, actually. I put it above the original Vacation, which is saying something because that was great, obviously, as well. But,
oh, yeah, that was a terrific movie. But this is even better.
Yeah. Oh, totally. I mean, all the side characters like Randy Quaid coming in with the RV.
Yeah, I mean, just when you think you got the whole family there, Randy Quaid comes rolling in with the mobile truck thing.
Exactly.
And then the things he does with that. And then the chick from Seinfeld, I can't remember what
right. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Yep.
Yeah. With all the things that happened to her with being the next door neighbor and stuff.
Being attacked by the dog and all that. That was so classic.
Right.
And then my favorite is is it one of the grandparents, the guy with the toupee that smokes cigars?
Yeah, right.
I love that guy where he's like, his wife is supposed to say the blessing at the table. And he goes, they want you to say grace, the blessing. So awesome, man.
I know. And then all the things with the tree. Those go over. Not to mention the decorations, the light decorations and stuff like that.
Yeah, every scene is a classic, really.
Yeah.
And Chevy Chase, man. Like the physical comedy is great. Yeah, the lights, of course, iconic.
Yeah. His boss.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. Played by Bill Murray's brother, Brian Bill Murray.
And of course his fantasies,
Yeah.
With the swimming pool.
Right. Yeah. Oh, another great line is when he's at work and everyone's walking in and he's saying Merry Christmas, kiss my ass, kiss his ass, Happy Hanukkah. And then, of course, when he loses it at the end and that long tirade, just so great, man.
Yeah.
I love it. So, yeah, that's also on my list, a little higher. It's at my number 4.
Okay.
So my number 5 is Home Alone.
Okay.
It just barely made my list. It was between that and something else, but I put it on just because repeat value wise, I've probably seen this movie a million times.
Actually, we reversed our 4s and 5s.
Oh, really? Your 4 is Home Alone?
Yeah.
Nice. I remember seeing this in the theater with you when it came out, and I wasn't expecting that much. I didn't know anything about Macaulay Culkin at the time. I don't think anyone did. But that kid was awesome in the movie. And then the ending where it's like a kid's dream of like setting up this booby trap house against Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern. That last 15 minutes of the movie is like incredible.
Yeah. I mean, the movie got a slow start because they were setting up like his behavior pattern, and everything else and stuff like that. But once it started going, once he was home alone, it was just like one thing after another. How he devised things with the tape, with the TV,
with that video, the fake movie of. Oh man, I forget what it's called, but with the pizza guy and the I'll give you till the count of 10 to get your dirty, no good keister off my property. Yeah, that whole thing is great.
I mean, there was just enough. I don't want to use the word violence because it wasn't really that violent.
Right.
But there was just enough mischief. In the movie to keep it, like a really good kids movie.
Yeah.
The sequels, like just got horrible. I mean, it was actually violent.
Right.
You know,
Right.
what happened in New York in the second one, and you know it.
Well, they did burn Joe Pesci's hair off in the first one with a blowtorch.
That was probably as violent as it got. I mean, I mean they weren't doing like mayhem, harm things like it did, you know, in the second and third one. I was watching it with Nico and Helena, like I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 months ago, and we watched all 3 of them back to back.
Oh wow!
I'm just going.
Yeah, that's too much, man.
Getting worse and worse.
Yeah. I gotta say too, like Joe Pesci is always great, and he really like obviously had fun with the movie. But nobody screams like Daniel Stern when they put the spider on his face in that one scene. It's so awesome, man. That cracks me up every time. But yeah, great. And then the whole thing with Catherine O'Hara trying to get back to him, and then she ends up on the bus with John Candy with the like all the little side things are really nice touches too. And the music by none other than Mr. John Williams. The Oh Holy Night with the kids choir and stuff fits perfectly into the movie. Really cool.
I mean, it was really a really good Christmas movie.
Yeah, we may have the same top 5, just different order.
I mean, it even had like, you know, Christmas meeting at the end.
Yeah.
You know, with the old homeless guy.
Yeah.
You know,
the neighbor, right.
Yeah. His reaction with that and stuff. Was that the first one or the second one?
No, the second one was the homeless lady. The first one was the older neighbor. And I like how they set that up because he was just like this creepy neighbor that he was afraid of.
Right.
But then they get this bond that was really nice.
Yeah. So it had that touch at the end, you know, with him and stuff to you know, bring home like the feeling of Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So classic. Well, cool.
Well, that makes it a Christmas movie.
Definitely. So what's your number 3?
My number 3 is my new addition to the list. I just saw this like 2 weeks ago, and I was like totally blown away by this movie because I did not expect this movie to be like good.
Okay.
It's called The Christmas Chronicles.
I don't even think I've heard of this.
It came out 2018. Kurt Russell plays Santa Claus.
Interesting. Okay.
And another great family movie.
All right.
It's like their father died, you know, so it's just the mother and the 2 kids. The one teenager, you know, one's close to being a teenager. Of course, the older boy doesn't believe in Christmas anymore. The girl is still like a true believer and stuff like that. They go outside, and they wind up in the sleigh, and that's where the whole thing just like takes off.
Okay.
It's like a really great movie. It's like all of a sudden now, because of what they're doing, Christmas is in jeopardy, and now they're trying to save Christmas, and they're helping Santa Claus save Christmas.
All right.
And that's
I'll have to check it out. I have never seen it.
And that's as far as I'm going. I mean, there's music in it, you know, Christmas music, Santa Claus, elves, the North Pole. It's all in there.
It's all there.
Movie.
Okay.
You really got to catch it.
So my number 3 is Scrooged with a D. The 1989 Bill Murray version of Christmas Carol, directed by Richard Donner, and of course Karen Allen plays the love interest. A lot of different cool cameos in the movie, but Murray totally carries this movie. I know he's not your favorite Scrooge of all time, but
no, it's not my favorite Scrooge, but it was a really good movie. I mean, the guy that he fired to, what was his name?
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was great in the movie too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then what's her name? She was in the Harry Potter movies too. British actress.
Oh, right, right. Carol, is it Kane? Carol Kane, I think. She played the fairy, the ghost of Christmas Present, where she's hitting him with a toaster and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. She wasn't in the what we call it, Potter movies. I always get those two confused.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, so great, so many classic bits in it that it never gets old to me, especially the ending where, you know, the ending of Christmas Carol is great no matter who does it, but I love how they do it on live television on this thing, and he's like, he really gets kind of emotional at the end, and it's nice to see Bill Murray kind of get into the Christmas spirit. You feel like it's really him, like because he's so good at playing a dirtbag.
And that Olympic star played Tiny Tim.
Right, Mary Lou Retton. Yeah, there's a lot of '80s references in the movie, like not from that era, but it's the humor is great. Like when he's starting to lose it and see ghosts in the beginning is really cool how they did it. By the way, Danny Elfman did the soundtrack, which is really cool because it's got kind of like a dark edge to it. And like when he's seeing the eyeball in his water or whatever at the restaurant, and then he goes, aha, to the guy, and they're just looking at him like he's crazy. So yeah, it's great, man.
Yeah, I mean, Murray, even though he didn't, you can't say that he didn't play the best Scrooge, because I mean he was like a really evil Scrooge in that thing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
When he steals the taxi from the old lady,
he might have been the second best Scrooge.
Yeah,
because I mean he had all the other Scrooges. Beat. I mean he was a real meanie in this thing.
He wanted to staple antlers on the little mice or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of like sick, twisted stuff that's funny.
They probably got that from the Raiders, when what's his name said that to keep his hat on when he was on the horse, he stapled the hat to his horse.
Right. Yeah,
they probably took that from that movie.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Harrison Ford. Yeah.
Well, cool. So what's your are we up to 2? Yeah. What's your number 2?
Yeah, we're up to number 2. Yeah, Scrooge did not make my list.
I didn't think so.
It's a Wonderful Life. You can't have a Christmas without It's a Wonderful Life.
I almost put this at my 5 because I do love this movie. It's just, as far as repeat value goes, I don't watch it. I've only seen it like a handful of times, maybe, because it can be a little bit depressing and
it's over 2 hours,
right?
So I mean, it's a really long movie. So it doesn't have like the fun value to it. Most of it is like a lot of business.
Yeah,
it's only like more Christmassy at the end, and in the beginning with the angel.
Right. But the ending, man, what a tearjerker! Like when everybody comes in with the money, and and then he wants to
all that Christmas spirit coming in at the end. And actually on that the Christmas Chronicles, it has a tear factor at the end also.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So.
Jimmy Stewart was great. I would say it's probably my favorite James Stewart movie. Donna Reed is great as the wife too.
Yeah, I mean it's just one of the Christmas classics that really hold up.
Yeah, and directed by Frank Capra, which. I didn't, like you said, it's a little long, but then again, it does take a while to build the characters and the relationships.
I mean, the movie is older than me. It came out before I was born.
Right. Oh, Mr. Potter is a real jerk.
Oh yeah, God,
He's
yeah.
You always got to have the bad guy in the Christmas
Well, of
movies.
course. There can't be good without evil.
Right.
I
Exactly.
mean, in anything, there's always good and evil.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, but then good has got to win. You
Exactly.
can't have evil win.
At least to have the happy ending of the movie. Like, evil may make a comeback later, but the empire always strikes back, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, It's a Wonderful Life. That's a good choice. Don't fault you for that one. So my number 2 is A Christmas Story, the 1983 classic. Ralphie and his brother Randy.
Every time I talk about that movie, you tell me that you didn't like it.
What?
Yeah, what?
That's not right.
You're gonna shoot your eye out.
Yeah, I love that movie, man. If it's on TV every Christmas, like 24 hours a day, and I always have to watch it at least once, because
that's a movie that I started watching like every Christmas.
Yeah.
And then it just got to the point I couldn't. I mean, it was great. It was a great movie.
Yeah.
And actually, I could tell you some sidelights to it because what's his name? Who played Ralphie Billingsley?
Yeah, Peter Billingsley. Yeah.
Yeah, right. He was just on Josh.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and he gave some insights to the story, like the tongue thing.
Yeah.
How they got it stuck to the thing.
Right.
They had a real pole, right? Mm-hmm. And then over that they put a fake pole with a hole in it, right?
Ah, okay.
So then they connected it to an air hose. So basically what they did was they sucked his tongue in by air. So it didn't like really freeze.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Because, that definitely looks realistic in the movie for sure.
Oh, yeah, it definitely looks realistic. I mean, he's pulling back.
Right.
And you can see the tongue stretching.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it would come off and stuff.
Right. Yeah, there's so many classic scenes in that movie, which I forget who the author is that wrote the vignettes of the story, but they're all based on true stories of this guy's childhood.
Yeah. I mean, the father was great.
Yeah, oh, man.
I mean, with his cursing all the time.
Yeah, and the leg lamp.
With the front and the lamp, the trophy. He won this prize. This was his prize.
So awesome, man. Yeah, both parents are great in that movie.
And you can buy that stupid lamp.
I know.
Because the movie got so popular that they actually sell that lamp.
Yeah, I think they also sell the Easter Bunny outfit that the kid has to wear.
Oh my God, that the aunt said.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Man, but everybody can relate to so many of those things, like him getting
it was a typical 50s Christmas.
Yeah.
And I would know because that was when I was raised in that time period.
And in the North, I think it's set in Illinois, but we grew up in Jersey, so we saw a lot of snow back in the day, and you see those old time radios and furnaces and stuff. You had to fight the furnace, and the "oh fudge." I mean, there's just so many classic lines. I love it. So I can't believe you thought I didn't like that movie.
Yeah, because
I don't know.
It always was on my list.
Yeah.
So the Christmas Chronicles replaced it. Basically.
Interesting. Wow.
But that movie is like my number 6.
All right.
Definitely.
Well, that's where It's a Wonderful Life is my number 6. So it's going to be hard to whittle this down. So now I'm really interested to see what your number 1 is.
I think you know what my number 1 is.
It could be what my number 1 is, but I'm not sure. Let's say, okay, 3, 2, 1, Die Hard.
No.
Okay, I know what yours is. It's A Christmas Carol.
Yes, aka Scrooge.
Alistair Sims version.
Alistair Sims, yes.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
I just watched it again last night for, I don't know, like maybe the 30th time.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
all-time best Scrooge
Yeah.
ever.
All right. All
Believe-
right. I'll give you that because I mean, you know, he really played it kind of more straight than Bill Murray did. Bill Murray went for the comedy effect, but yeah, like his the ending of this one, like you can't argue that this guy wasn't the best Scrooge.
Oh,
His
yeah. I
transformation
mean,
is pretty
even
amazing.
when, when he was showing, and the guy was a comedian,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, in
this
real
was,
life?
yeah, he played comedies. This was like what his first like drama role that he
I didn't
played.
even know that. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
So yeah, so it was like, I mean, when he showed fear, it was like real fear, like
Yeah.
when Marley came to him as a ghost and stuff, and he
Right.
was like cringing against the wall,
Yeah.
you know, and
And when he
then
sees his own grave, and like, yeah,
yeah,
his acting is amazing.
yeah. I mean, and when he was happy and showed, like at the end when he's jumping around in glee and,
Yeah.
because, he was alive and, it was Christmas and he had the chance to make everything right and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's great.
Oh, absolutely. Well, yeah, I don't know why I kind of forgot about that one, and I thought you might
How
go.
could you remember Scrooge, but you didn't remember Scrooge?
No, I remember it, but I was thinking you might go the Die Hard route with me.
No, and
But
I'm going to give you arguments on Die Hard.
but yeah, a lot of people would argue that it is not a Christmas movie, and I'm sure you're going to try to argue
I
that.
just watched it again 2 nights ago
Die Hard?
to prepare myself for
Yeah.
this day, for
Okay.
this segment here.
Yes. And what is your argument?
Give me your argument why you think it's a Christmas movie.
Okay. Well, there's some Christmas soundtrack. Let It Snow, Let It Snow. There the Run DMC Christmas song also. Obviously it takes place at Christmas time, which
Yeah.
But also there's many references. Now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho. There's
exactly where was the Christmas camaraderie? I mean, you have German terrorists, bank robbers.
right.
There's still a controversy whether they were terrorists or bank robbers. They said they were bank robbers, right, with guns shooting people. Where is the Christmas spirit in that?
Well,
and what? Now we don't have Christmas cookies. We have Twinkies. Twinkies. We don't have Christmas cookies. Where are the little people with the little jimmies on them? No, we have Twinkies.
Christmas saved McLean's life because he used packing tape to put the gun on his back, and then so Christmas
gift wrapped the gun. Oh, but he unwrapped it himself. It wasn't he gave it to somebody to unwrap it.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll give you A Christmas Carol at number 1. and that way, and I won't even look at the letterbox score, but we gotta have Die Hard on the list.
You can't.
Oh, okay, how about this? I'll even give you A Christmas Carol at 1, and It's a Wonderful Life at 2. And I'll put Die Hard in the middle of the list.
All right, I'll let you put Die Hard on the list at number 3.
All right, sweet, man. So that means, then my number 2, A Christmas Story, will be at number 4. So then, all right, so now it's between Scrooged with a D and Christmas Chronicles, unless we want to put one of our other ones in common at number 5, Home Alone or Christmas Vacation. This is tough. This is really a tough one, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Maybe we should check the score on all 4 of them and see which one has the highest.
You said all 5 of them.
Well, we've got
2 in common, which is 4, and then you got the Christmas Chronicles, which is by itself,
and Scrooged with a D.
And Scrooge with a D.
So, just for the sake, okay. So
you're gonna have to write this down because I'm not going to remember either.
So Scrooge with a D is 3.4.
Okay.
All right. Christmas Chronicles is only a 3.0.
Oh.
Okay, but now let's look at Home Alone. We got a 3.7, so now that's in the lead for number 5.
That's in the lead.
And then we got Christmas Vacation, which is 3.6. So Home Alone gets the number 5 spot. What a way to get a top 5, man.
Oh, no, gosh.
This is, hey, this actually is not a bad list. And even though I feel like I gave away something with 1 and 2, I'm happy that Die Hard is on the list.
I'm surprised you didn't tell me that the glass breaking reminded you of little icicles.
Hey, that's a good idea, actually. I should have said
good
that.
idea. So anyway, Josh agreed with you that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on.
He
gets me in the Christmas spirit.
He had on the cop that was helping.
Reginald Vell Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah. So he had him on as the guest thing.
Uh-huh.
So he was saying that when Rickman, right at the end, he said that he had real fear when they dropped him off the building. He actually dropped off the building. They had the big
like a net, right?
The big fluffy whatchamacallit thing. What they did was they told him they were dropping him on the count of 3.
Yes, I've heard about this.
Him on the count of 2.
Yeah.
So he was like totally surprised. He went.
Yeah. So great, man. God, that movie. That's going to be one of those movies that ends up on multiple lists of ours because, it's one of the best action movies of all time, one of the best Christmas movies of all time.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Die Hard was a great movie.
Yeah,
I mean, you'll get controversy on whether it was a Christmas movie or not.
Yes, but there's no mistaking it's a great film.
Your other argument should have been was that they had a Christmas party in the beginning of the movie.
Oh, that's exactly. See, you're making all my points for me. So,
well, I know, but I had to play the
devil's advocate.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's so much great humor in the movie. Bruce Willis, with
all the one-liners and stuff like that,
and him having to run around barefoot the whole movie, and all the side guys I
know, with all the red, the blood. Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, I love the inept FBI guys. Awesome.
Smith and Smith, right?
No, it's Johnson and Johnson. Yeah,
no
relation.
Yeah, right.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was good. They had a black Johnson and a white Johnson.
Exactly.
No. Yeah. He goes, it's Johnson. No, the other Johnson.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and Rickman really was one of the best villains ever in several movies, but this one I think is his most iconic. So we could go on and on about Die Hard, which proves why it should be on this list. But before we get to the official top 5, what are your other honorable mentions?
Oh, God.
You got a bunch of them?
I'm trying not to mention every Christmas movie out there. Well, Scrooge, which we had on the list, obviously.
Yeah.
Christmas with the Cranks. That was on my list the last time, too.
Okay.
The Santa Claus, Home Alone 2, even though the movie was hard. Elf, Bad Santa. You have to have
Bad Santa. I forgot. Yeah, that I like that one a lot too.
Jingle All the Way with Schwarzenegger.
Yep.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Burton. The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah, I just watched that the other day.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, still great.
The Polar Express. This one you said last time. I don't remember why we were doing a Christmas list, since we weren't videoing. Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, yeah. I put that as one of my favorite movies of that decade, I think, is what it was. But yeah, Miracle on 34th Street is a classic for sure.
Christmas Story, which you said. The Man Who Invented Christmas, which is a story about Dickens writing the story of Scrooge. Die Hard. I put it on the list.
Die Hard 2 also takes place at Christmas.
Yes, I know. I'll give you Die Hard. I'm not going to do Die Hard 2.
Yes.
It took place at an airport. The Man Who Invented Christmas. I said that.
Yeah.
While You Were Sleeping.
Oh, right. That takes place at Christmas. Yeah.
And if you're going to do Die Hard, then Lethal Weapon.
Right. Okay.
Trading Places.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. A drunk Santa in that one. Well as Bad Santa, of course.
The Ref.
Uh-huh.
Another one of my favorite comedies.
Oh,
yes. That was a hostage situation.
That's right. Yeah.
The person's home and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Gremlins.
Yep. I thought about Gremlins.
Mixed Nuts.
Okay.
And Batman Returns.
All right. Yeah, I guess so. Now you're stretching it.
Well, if you're gonna have Die Hard, you gotta put some other ones on there.
All right. Well, very good. So let's read the official list.
Wait. What was your honorable mention?
You already mentioned all of them. So
I did. Okay.
Yes, it was. I only put Miracle on 34th Street and the two at the top of our list. It's a Wonderful Life and Christmas Carol.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, here's the official best Christmas movies of all time. At number 5, Home Alone. At number 4, A Christmas Story. At number 3, Die Hard. At number 2, It's a Wonderful Life. And at number 1, A Christmas Carol. Yeah. I dig it, man. I would watch this like all 5 of those movies in a row. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Don't you think that would make for a lovely, entertaining afternoon to watch all 5 of these movies?
I mean, a lot of the honorable mentions too.
Die Hard fits right in, I'm telling you. In between It's a Wonderful Life and A Christmas Story.
Yeah, all they needed was a couple of people throwing up. Between the red blood and the green phlegm, it would have, fit right in.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I dig the list, man. I think I don't think a lot of people can argue. I do wish Christmas Vacation got on, but because that one I've watched like a million times.
Then there was Christmas Party 6 too.
That's right. Yeah. See, it's got everything that you would want in a Christmas movie. So great. Plus, one of my favorite things is the guy, the limo driver. Our guy.
Yeah.
I love how he's like stuck in the limo in the parking deck the whole movie, and then he gets on the radio, and he hears Willis like curse the guy out, the head of the chief of police, and he just starts cracking up. I love it, man.
He's there drinking the booze, got the radio on, watching the TV. That's how he saw it. He saw it on the news. So that's when he knew something was going on in there.
Yep. Classic.
then he cracks the limo into the getaway truck.
Yeah, man, he becomes a hero himself. Oh man, yeah, so much greatness, so much holiday cheer.
And then the what you call it, the bear bombs just floating down from the sky like snow.
You've convinced everyone in the world why Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and I'm so happy. I feel now that this is like Christmas season. It wasn't feeling so Christmassy, but now it is. So thank you, and Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas to everyone out there. And remember, don't eat yellow snow.
Yes, don't eat yellow snow.
What is that from, by the way? You always used to say that. Isn't it
I know.
Isn't it like a Frank Zappa song or something?
No. I don't remember where I saw it. Now you're going to drive me crazy because now I'm going to try to. We can Google it. It might come up on Google faster than I can remember it.
That's all right. We'll leave it a mystery. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned next week. We're going to finish up our decade of the 70s with best movies of 1979.
Right. And we'll have the yellow snow mystery for you next Christmas special.
Yes. You have to wait till next year. All right. Well, I'll see you soon. Love you.
Love you too.
All right. Bye.